All right, going live in three, two, one. Well, this is TNZ. We're up to episodes number 26 with Tina. How are you doing this evening, Tina?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Did you were you affected by any of the latest big storms that were moving through Kentucky?
Yes. Yes, I was.
Yeah. The
It was
because we
so bad.
really the what we got here was just a bunch of rain, so we were very fortunate. So, but were you what kind of storm did you? Was it ice or snow? Because I heard in Kentucky it was pretty like mostly ice.
It was a lot of snow. It turned ice as it got further south. I think it was just the midpoint between like raining and freezing, so it just like really froze over bad down there. We got a ton of snow. Um I feel like it was just a repeat basically of the last like big snowstorm pretty much, except everybody on that Thursday was like, or everybody on Wednesday was like, okay, don't come into work Thursday. You don't need to. It's gonna be so bad. And then Thursday comes and like nothing happened. And then Friday happened and it was so bad. It was terrible. I had to like drive in that because I had said that like everyone was predicting Thursday would be so bad. So I got a new job. And I told my new job, hey, can I just do my training from home? It's supposed to be bad. Everyone says it's like the storm of the century again, the second storm of the century. And then I work from home. I'm like, this is nothing. Like, I really should not have used, that I kind of burned my first day working from home card. I can't do that again for a little bit.
Uh,
And then I had to drive to work on Friday and it was terrible. And my car was like, I ended up getting my car tires aligned today. I got like an alignment, and so I'm driving to work and it's like do, 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 and it's like snowing really bad. So yeah, it was not fun.
I don't know. How many did you get a foot of snow? How deep was it?
I think about I didn't look up the number, but I'm guessing at least a foot again.
Oh, wow,
So
that's pretty significant. Yeah, wow.
yeah, it was bad. And then we had to like in our apartment, we were digging each other out of the snow. I had to shovel because the snow, I lived in an apartment, so they hire somebody to do the plowing and he didn't show up, so I had to shovel it myself. And some random person, I have no idea who this person is, in the middle of shoveling at like 7 a.m. and he comes over and says, hey, you need a hand? And I was like, sure. But I was so focused on like getting to work that I didn't even ask who he was. And I was like, okay, this guy's definitely not my landlord because my landlord does nothing. Why would he offer to help me now? Like,
It does nothing. Nice landlord.
so right. So I was like, well, he's certainly not going to come in my time of need. And I live next door to a church, so I'm thinking it was someone from the church. But
Oh,
yeah, random good Samaritan came over and shoveled me out. That was something good about the snowstorm.
so
So
so just your vehicle, or specifically, or like the whole driveway for your parking lot, or how did that work?
we basically split it. So I came over, I was doing from my door down the stairs toward the road. And then he came from that sidewalk next to the road and it said like, I'll get over here. We'll meet in the middle. So he shoveled out all of the stuff, when the plows go by, makes the big pile in the end of the driveway. He dug that all out. And that was packed and plows had piled it on, and he really did me a good thing there because I was out there for an hour and a half just through the whole process, and he did the tougher parts and met me in the middle.
Hmm.
So I probably would have been like probably another hour and a half, honestly, with
Wow.
everything, getting my car cleaned and stuff like that. And I'm really particular and meticulous about how I do my ice routine.
So did you get a nice workout? Were you tired afterwards, or are you consider yourself physically fit? So you didn't.
I like to think I'm fit. I like to think I'm uh, I can definitely handle shoveling because it does get tough. You're totally right. I love the winter and I love shoveling. I really do because exactly that reason. Like it's cold, but you do the work and you come inside and you're feeling really warm. You know, you're when you're just like working out when you're tired, you feel better when you rest up or like when your body gets back to normal. Like you feel even better afterward. So I do like it. I don't work out, but I should. This is like every time I shovel, I'm like, I feel great. Maybe that's what like working out is like, you know. Um, but yeah, I can definitely hold my own with a shovel and my Wisconsin heavy duty winter boots.
The one thing I've learned recently over the past couple of years is when you go outside shoveling, I've discovered what's called glacier glasses. Have you ever heard of them?
No, what is that?
They work well. Here's some. I'll bring an image up for you to see.
Is that like a brand name? Oh, okay.
No, well, different. No, it's not. It's different brands, but no, glacier glasses are general. So this is actually the pair I own. I own a pair that looks just like that. And what it is when you go outside, you wear them. If you're shoveling snow, excuse me, you can when you walk back inside, your eyes don't need to adjust because the snow is so bright that you walk back in and your eyes are like normal. It's like a really bizarre feeling. The first time
It
you ever,
is.
yeah, because you walk in, you're like, you pull the glasses off, and your eyes are like, whoa, I can see. Or normally, if you walk in with the snow so bright because you weren't wearing glasses, you can't. It takes your eyes about a few minutes to adjust. With these, it's like you're back to normal instantly. It's so wild. So, and there are different kinds. There's wraparound kinds. I like this one because it has this antique kind of look to it. So that's why I bought
It
them.
does. That really looks like a Antarctic explorer type
Yeah.
of look. So I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How do the earpieces go around your ear? Because do you have ears that small?
Uh,
Just kidding.
it's kind of well the little part in the back kind of like flexes so you can bend it and mold it into different shapes. It's not hard.
Oh, okay. I
It's kind of
thought it was hard.
rubbery. So yeah,
Dude, you have really tiny ears. Like,
yeah. Yeah, like this one right here. This one has more of a that's more of a locked in position. I don't have those.
okay.
So I think that's what you're thinking of, something more like that. So, but
Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, I would recommend anybody get even the ones I bought were kind of expensive. But if you can get cheaper ones and they don't even look like you can get regular. Let me see if I can. I put the word antique in there. Let me take the word antique out, and you can see what regular glacier glasses kind of look like. Let's see, well, there's not very many. They're about the same. The newer ones look pretty much the same. I mean, just mine were just more of a throwback to what they looked like back in the past. So, but you can see how they wrap around your eyes, like in this picture right here. So you can't. It really does. They work great. So, but there's something I throw in there. So if you ever want to, in the they're made for people who are in the high mountains and to protect your eyes. But it works great when you're doing snowing, shoveling snow and everything. So before
Yeah.
we go too far, it looks like OD is back. And by the way, OD said on another show his name is Oliver. In case you're wondering what the O stands for. So, what's up? Let's see.
Hey,
Tina, how have you been? Oh,
we're
and
rocking.
he says, what does TNZ mean? Do you want to say that?
TNZ means Tina Zoom. Tina and Zoom.
There you go. So, yes, we don't say that very much. So maybe we should say it a little bit more.
No, yeah. TNZ, because TMZ is a very popular, like gossip type of following celebrities around. You know, we do movies and shows. It's just kind of a play on that, and I really like it. I think it's snappy. It's fun. TNZ, Tina and Zoom, Tina and Zoom.
Yes. You got that in there.
Tina and Zoom.
Yes. So, alrighty. Before we go too far, we have the don't forget if you'd like to support what we're doing, we have the affiliate link in the description for NordVPN. So if you'd like to support what we're doing, if you'd like to purchase the service that's listed there, that would help what we're doing. We'd really appreciate that. They have a much reduced rate of how should I phrase that? It's a at least half off the normal price for sure. I'm not sure, it might be closer to a third off, and the service is pretty good because I have used it, and it does what it says it will do. It protects your identity, it hides your location, and you can do a lot of different things with it, such as watching movies and TV shows from streaming services that normally would block your access because of your location. So it's pretty good service, and like I said, if you'd like to do that, it helps support what we're doing. That link is in the description below. So
Yeah, I also think it's something good if you're someone who uses like DuckDuckGo and you're already potentially, kind of making steps to hide those things or just, being more conscious of like where your data is being tracked. This would be something that would really benefit you and kind of go hand in hand with other services. So I think it's good.
DuckDuckGo, is that the browser, or is that the
Yeah.
not the browser? I mean the search engine, right? Is that it?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that kind of thing. Because I know it, DuckDuckGo like says they do like hide identity stuff, but it's not the same, and they still do some tracking. So it would be if that's like your attitude toward like your online presence and being seen online, your visibility in that way, um, NordVPN would be great.
Gotcha.
So
I will say this. I just since you talk about that, I use this search engine. Not that I have anything to do with them, but it's called a Scobo, and it does the similar, very similar. But unfortunately, it's not as sophisticated when it comes to like images. So like if you look up images, it's really bad, unfortunately. But the general searches, it does hide your. It does try to keep the tracking down to a bare minimum, so you don't have, just like DuckDuckGo does, so or whatever.
Scobo.
Yeah, Scobo. And then we got Desmond Haas 3.0, Play 3.0, saying hello, and also hello to the Easy Moon.
Hello.
Cool. Alrighty, let's take a look at our question here from last week. We got a relatively okay response. I'd like a little better, but it's not too bad. You live your life as the main character of your movie or your TV show. So tell us about it. 79% overwhelmingly with yes, plus the yes category at the bottom. We'll say 16% no, and then yes at the bottom. Yes, but the main character is something else, books, comics, etc. So 5%.
Well, I will say that's the most creative response is the bottom one. But this question was asked in honor of our movie last week, The Truman Show,
Right.
which was so good. It was such a good movie.
Douglas Floyd. I don't need my magnifying glass this time because it's right. I'm looking at the monitor. It's right in front of me this time. So, Douglas Floyd. I live my life as a useless NPC.
I like that. That's clever. That's a good one.
Does that mean if he dies and comes back again, it'll just be another version of him all over again, as like normal NPCs in a video game? They just kind of fade away, and then you'll see them again, like when you walk around the corner. So there's a whole bunch of them. I wonder.
My favorite NPCs, I would say the most useless NPCs, which are very relevant in video games, I would say, are the ones who, like, if you have a quest objective and you're trying to you're trying to do the next step, or let's say you're trying to leave leave a room or a building or something like that, and you can't get past it, you can't go to the next step. It'll be like let's say you're trying to, your character's inside and you're trying to go outside. It'll be like a security guard that's like, you should really stay inside. And then you talk to it again and he's like, no reason to go outside today. Like, you know what I mean? That just like block your progress and like get in the way of everything. Those are my favorite useless NPCs. And you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Where it's like like that kind of thing where it's like, it's so frustrating, but they're, like I said, very relevant and very popular in some of these games where it's like, can you just move? You're useless.
Well, I could show you my favorite NPC. I can show you mine. There you go. Bring up a picture. Here he is, right here. He's the here he is right here. Very good picture of him. Not very many. Let's see. Where is he at? I guess we could use this one. I don't know. This one right here. Oh, here we go. Here's a good picture. Right there we go. Right there. That's my favorite NPC. He's on. He always has funny little sayings on the video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So he comes up and he's CJ's buddy, and he says he's always commenting about his shoes for some reason. So, and but anyway, that's my favorite NPC. So
Nice. Sometimes you just need a hype man. Sometimes you just need a guy to, point at your shoes, point at
yeah,
your outfit, say you look cool, or if you don't look cool, a good friend will tell you, hey, you don't want to go out looking like that.
right.
That's a good friend.
He also points out in the game. He also points out if your shoes look like crap too. So goes both ways. So
Yeah. Sometimes a good friend will just like rib you for no reason too. So
yeah.
any of those things.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Doesn't Od says last week's show was entertaining. I watched it again in order to understand it better. Cool. We appreciate that.
Replay potential.
Yes. We had some other people that
Thank
were
you,
leaving.
OD.
We maybe sometime we should maybe go back and look at some of the comments. Occasionally people do leave comments on the older videos. I keep on forgetting to tell you that. So
Oh yeah. We should do a highlight for 50. We'll do a highlights video.
mm-hmm. The next one down, I'm not sure what the name is a WTF are you even talking about?
It looks like somebody didn't watch the Truman Show.
Yes.
So
yeah. Let's see. I Cohen 16 says I feel like I could be a main character because I feel like loser, and everything in my life can go wrong. Oh.
But here's the thing. If you're the main character, everything works out in the end. So keep that attitude. Keep that attitude. Very often in video games. How often in video games? Since this is like a more video game channel, honestly.
Well, a lot of times the main character in video games usually gets busted or wasted. Often, very often.
Oh yeah, all in the games you play.
The next one down, I'm not sure what the name is. Salim. I did a little while we were doing this before. I looked it up. It's he's saying hello, so nothing spectacular there. But thank you for the comment though. Kiss Best Fan. The name is Pliskin. I guess Nick Pliskin from Escape from New York. It's Escape from L.A. So OD says I only feel this when I'm playing soccer because my mind I am the best player in the world and everyone is seeing me.
Oh, that's such a good attitude to have like that. That's awesome. It's so fun, especially with sports. That's how I felt when I was on the swim team because it was just such a rush. And especially when you are doing well, where it's like, people are cheering you on, you have support and it feels so good. But, in swimming, it's different where you just get ribbons for your different heats. And then, like at the end, you'll have like the whoever won the, like whatever race it was.
Well, that's cool. They say about the difference for me though, is when I was a kid,
event.
When I played, I'm sorry, say it again. I cut you off.
No, it's okay. Whatever like event we were swimming.
When I was a kid, my parents forced me to play soccer, so I didn't really care for it. So I was playing against my will, so to speak. So I didn't really have much effort I didn't have much of a team effort when I was playing. So I just wanted to get out of there. So that's I'm not trying to just say anything bad about soccer. It just wasn't my thing, and my parents kept on forcing me to play it every year. So it just got really annoying. So I wish I was part of something that I really wanted to be, but there were no sports I really liked when I was a kid. I liked watching football sometimes, but that was about it. So
yeah, you're really at the mercy of whatever like region you're in, whatever location is offering certain sports, like your school system, and whatever your parents are willing to do. Because some kids, were in karate and things like that, and were into dancing, and my school didn't offer those. They had to drive like a half hour, 45 minutes to do that. So
I don't remember. My school was pretty. I can't remember. They might have offered those classes. I don't know. It's been so long. I didn't.
Wow.
If it was, I didn't. They offered a wide variety of stuff. So it was a pretty big school. So
you were a rich kid then. I was just a farm kid. We only had like deflated basketballs and volleyballs that the paint was all off them, and nets with holes in them.
I was a rich school for sure, but I wouldn't say I was rich. I wasn't poor either, but it was definitely the most of the kids that went there were very rich for sure. So it was there was the county I lived in is called Fairfax County, and it's one of the richest counties in the entire country for sure. And DC has it's a lot of businesses have sprouted up in the county I grew up in. So it's very, very rich because of that reason. They want to be part of the DC without actually being in DC. They're in the DC metropolitan area. So that's what made us so rich. So,
Mm, makes
alrighty.
sense.
Let's see. What's it? We got a poll. Do you want to answer the poll?
Oh, how satisfied are you with creating posts on YouTube today? Hmm.
The
Well, they
very,
asked us before we created today's post,
that's true.
so I can't be very satisfied. But let's answer this in the past. Do you want to answer this from past, or should we wait and then click that?
Um, if we either way, it's gonna be it's gonna if we wait and type it today, it's gonna disappear. So we'll have to do it now anyway. So we can't answer it. I believe it's going to disappear once I click on a new thing. It might.
What? They really want you to answer it immediately. How satisfied are you with creating posts on YouTube today? Well, the face on the right is very excited. That that face is the face of someone who is just thrilled, overjoyed, over the moon, hysterically laughing. Are we in that kind of mood today?
Yeah, I don't think it's that much. No.
Okay. The fourth face is just happy.
Yeah, this one is not
The
happy. So
the third face is neutral. No opinion, not happy, not sad, just here in the moment.
almost looks like he's disgruntled almost, to be honest.
No, I'd say that's the first face on the left.
Okay.
I would say the second face is sad, is actually about to cry type
Okay.
of sad, like having a difficult time. And the face on the far left, let me get it close. This is like inoperable. The website will not work. This very urgent question for TNZ cannot be posted. Have we ever experienced that?
Oh, we can post
No.
the question.
No, that's how the face is feeling,
Oh, I see.
as if the question is never posted. I'm feeling in a good mood. I'm going to say number 4.
No, four. Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, actually.
Okay, we're in agreement.
There you go. Oh, that's
Oh, come on. Now, why do we feel that way?
my posts are getting good engagement. Able to
Well,
connect
not this
now.
last question. So,
Everything went as expected or was as expected. I like the featured president post creation. Feature.
hmm,
What
I
is it?
wish they had picture options for post creation. So, I
Yeah.
don't agree with that. I would say
Uh,
something else.
something else. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that. You ready? I'll do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to say, don't give me more options. I'm going to lose my mind here.
I thought this was. I thought this was going to happen. Okay. So let's see. So for today's question, you said you were going to keep this. Oh, by the way, OD asked one more question. So
Yes.
says, am I a sports person? No, not really. I guess. I mean, I watched I used to watch the Redskins when they play, but that's about it. I'm not. Otherwise, I'm not really placed. I don't really play sports or anything. So not really.
Do you consider NASCAR and Formula One sports?
Is that the question, or are you asking me directly?
Oh, that could be our question today.
Okay.
Why not? That's a good question to ask people.
Okay. I consider I consider that I consider it a sport. for sure. I mean, it takes a lot of skill to be able to maneuver correctly, and there's a lot of, when you're driving, skillful drivers do take a lot of work. It does, yeah. It's also, but you're also using a machine, which also it means you have to have a team to help you out with that as well. So it's a team sport for sure. So
Okay, let's see what the audience thinks.
okay. Here, NASCAR. Spell it right? No, I did not. Oops. There we go.
NASCAR, like NASCAR,
Is,
Formula One.
is it one or the digit, or is it ONE? I can't remember. I think it's just one, right?
I think it's Formula Digit One.
Okay. You consider them if you a sport, or because it's plural, you consider,
Yep.
how would I phrase? Do you consider NASCAR Formula One sports? I guess.
Yes. Yeah. Do you consider NASCAR to be sports as sports?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. As sports, or to be sports, maybe to be would be better. Yeah, I think that'd be better.
Yeah, to be sports. I
Okay.
mean, this is a really yes, no kind of. I would say yes and no and kind of, because
Okay.
there has to be some kind of middle ground where people can elaborate on that. But it is more of a straightforward answer, in my opinion.
Okay. We could explain your response.
Yeah.
Mm, there we go.
Yeah. That's a really good question.
So, what do you consider it? Do you consider it a sport? You consider them to be sport?
I do consider it to be sport. I think it is just difficult for people to wrap like their mind around it being such a like technological type of thing where it's not like a you're using your body to do this, or you're doing, you're jumping over something, you're hitting something, you're running around something. um but with a car, you're right, you're operating something. You know what I mean? So it's not you doing something with your body as much as it is, like you said, precision, making, knowing the course, working with a team. Everyone's not making a car joke here, but like firing on all cylinders to make something happen in a long type of event. So it is different, but I mean, even the like Greeks and Romans had horse racing, like chariot racing, right? So how is that different? They're just driving a chariot around.
Right.
Kind of the same thing.
Right. So yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Ready? Is that this, I like. I'm not really big. I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I understand the basics of it, and I like the cars from the that were used during the late '60s and early '70s. Just the cars themselves, because they were kind of cool. Because I don't know if you know this, but in NASCAR, there was used to be a regulation that the cars that were raced on the track had to be sold at the car dealerships in almost the exact same condition. So you had to be able to because it's the S in the C in NASCAR stands for stock car, which means stock from the factory. So you had to be able to buy the car from the factory and race it stock on the track in the same way. So there was a regulation back then that said you had to sell at least 500 of them to the public in the same condition. So, and they did away with that rule during the early '70s for several reasons. But
Interesting.
so there's because there's some really cool collector cars out there that were very rare because they made very few of them. And they're kind of, I wouldn't want to own one, but they're just neat to look at sometimes. So
Yeah, right. Knowing that they exist is pretty cool, kind of thing.
okay, does that look good?
Yeah, it does. The only thing I know about NASCAR is my neighbor neighbor my neighbor, like she was in my same grade in like elementary school and junior high, and um her dad was obsessed with Dale Earnhardt. They had everything Dale Earnhardt, even like in their backyard. They had like flags outside. The car was painted his colors or something. And I remember when he died because she could not hang out with me that day. Like that was a big family event.
Hmm.
They were in mourning, and it was a very sad time for them. And then I learned Dale Earnhardt had a son who also was a racer. So the legacy continued, and then they were happy again.
Oh,
So
they were happy. Okay, that's interesting. I know to
they
laugh. It's so funny because they were happy because the sun was there. It's just so funny. I mean, it's like person's died, but now they're happy. Going from
exactly. Then they were happy again.
okay, I'm gonna post that. Here it goes. Ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Okay, before we go any further, I do have something I would like to show you a video about a car. This is really quick. It's only 15 seconds long, and there's no sound. But basically, this woman brought her car in to be repaired, and I'd like to show you at a shop. I'd like to show you. You tell me what you think is wrong with this car. You ready? So, by the way,
Yes. Okay. Oh, this is fun. This is so fun. I did not expect to do this today.
okay. So this is from Car Hacks channel. So in case anyone wants to, I'm giving proper credit for I got this. So all right, here we go. Like I said, there's no sound on this. So here we go. Okay, you gotta look at the pop the hood.
Okay. Oh, that's a cat. Oh my God. How did that get in there? Oh my God.
There's a woman. It's her car, and she's
So she drove the car with the cat in the
yeah,
car?
yeah.
Oh,
This video is
so many
unreal.
things have to go wrong to successfully make it to the auto shop with the cat alive. Or like so many things have to happen like a certain way. Oh my God. If I was that cat, I would run away. I would just jump out of her hands and go. Like, that's wild.
I got one more here. I can show you real quick. I think this is the right one.
Okay.
It starts playing. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay, here we go. So we're on the car. Cat's sitting on the.
Oh, cat on the car. I'm already scared.
Actually, this one has some audio. This is from the same channel, by the way. This one has
Okay.
audio to it, so I can play the audio.
Dude,
Okay.
I probably wouldn't
Don't tell me there's kittens. There's kittens. Oh, oh my God. So, and it looks nice out. They were wearing short sleeves. So, because I know cats will do that when they're really cold, but they're wearing t-shirts and stuff. Like,
My
they
speculate.
must have just liked it. They like hanging out there.
Yeah, my guess is that the cats were there because not necessarily because it's hot or cold or anything, but because it's isolated. They don't realize that they think it's an area that no one can get to them at. So they crawl in from underneath, get to and they're sitting on the top of the engine saying, well, we're safe here. No one can get to us. And they just sit there and like it's their new home or whatever. That's probably the best way to describe it there. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay. So there is this thing that I've seen where people say like cats are liquid because you can put them, you can like stretch them and move them around and stuff like that. And they really are to like a certain extent like that. So they must have had to like squeeze themselves down and lay down as low as possible. But when she opens the hood, they're like sitting right up, all happy.
Oh yeah. There's probably enough.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
there's got to be enough room, obviously, between the top of the engine and the hood. I'm sure. So yeah. So, but the part that would be interesting is how they're trying to scramble to get down through the sides of the engine. Like see how they're crawling down real quickly. So
Oh yeah.
so they that's the part I'm curious as to how they're squeezing their bodies past those between the firewall and the engine and everything. Because that's pretty tight. That can be very tight sometimes. Obviously, you hope that the engine is cool, so they're not burning themselves on the exhaust manifold or anything like that. So,
And I think mama cat would know to just jump on the ground. The baby cat thinks, oh, well, I just have to go deeper into the car. Like, if you're running away, just run away. But they want to, like you said, they want to be protected. They don't want to run away.
As far as the other one, I thought the reaction of the other guy was pretty quick. I mean, if you, I won't dwell on it too long, but I'll show it real quick again. No, you pop. Let's turn that. We don't need the music. There's like some really weird music. We don't need that. When he pops the hood, watch how he sees the cat. He jumps back. He reacts, and then he's really quick and he grabs it as the cat is jumping away. He's really quick. So really good job of catching it, because who knows where that cat would have run inside their shop.
Yeah, one-handed also.
Yeah. So
Very impressive, making quick work of that.
yeah. So I want you to see it because I thought they were pretty funny. So
I love it. Yeah, we need more of those. I want to, maybe not cats always, but like bring on those clips. That's funny.
yeah. If I find somewhere, I'll bring them. We can watch them too. So actually, I do have one more. Actually, we can show this one more. Let's see. A second. I need to turn the sound back on for this one so it makes more sense. That right here. I think this is it. This is a compilation of videos, by the way.
That's so cute. Still not phased enough to get off the car.
Yeah, no. There we go. So anyway.
I love that. Cats are so funny. They really are.
Yeah. So there was just a little bit of entertainment. If I find anything more, I'll bring them up for the next show. I don't know of any others. Those are the only 3 that I found. So, alrighty. So, now you wanted to, what we're going to do, we're going to do something different before we review our show. And that would be, we're going to play a video game. And this is something you and I have never done before. I've done this before with other people. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And what we'll do is I'll describe how we're playing the game. What I'll do is I will be playing the game, and I will stop the game periodically to ask Tina what she wants to do next, so how we should proceed with the game. So it'll be like we'll be a co-op. What's the term for that? I'm not sure.
Co-op, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
So.
Oh my god.
So what we'll do is I'm going to start a brand new game. I decided there's a couple different things we could do. I figured it'd be best if we do this instead. Instead of playing like a mission or something, we'll play the game, start a brand new game. And what that means is the very beginning of the game, it's locked. The game is locked in certain areas, meaning we get a constant high wanted level. So the cops will be chasing after us for long periods of time. So we have to evade the cops. So, and while we're in those areas of the game, we can't turn off the wanted level. So they'll just be constantly chasing after us. So let me go ahead and start the game, and then we can pick up from there. Oops. Too many icons here. So, OD wants to ask, how come Tina didn't play GTA San Andreas?
I have never played this game because was it originally released on PS2?
Yes, it was. Yes, that was the original. Yes.
Yeah, we never had a PS2, but I definitely remember it being released, and I remember so many people I know playing it. It just never, we just didn't have that console, and we, like my brother and like my sister, we were just caught up on other games, but I've always wanted to play it, and it looks really fun, and I'm honored to be playing it with the king of GTA. I'm so lucky. What did you say?
I don't know if I call myself the king, but that's a nice thing to say.
You're close. You're close up there.
Okay.
But that's why. Yeah, I just didn't have that console.
And one more thing before we do is, OD also asked, you could also ask if chess, mate, and poker are sports.
Chess and poker, yes.
All right. Sure. Okay. And also, I'm not afraid to ask. You couldn't see my previous comment, but I said, we just asked that. Yeah. So we did that.
Chess and poker. In that, yeah.
All right. Here we go. Oh, good. It worked. It went on the right monitor, so you don't have to worry about jumping back. So I'm going to skip past these little splash screens. Once we get past this, we don't want to play the intro. Okay. There we go. So what we're going to do, we'll be playing a brand new game. And Now, tell me, is that too loud for you?
No, this music though. I've never even played this game and I know the music.
Okay, so skip past the little cutscene. Okay, so this is. Oh, hold on. I was afraid of this. Okay, there we go. We got the mouse. Sometimes the mouse doesn't work. It's working fine now. So what I have to do is jump in and out of the menu to get it to work again. So in case you're wondering, you can actually see the mouse cursor on there, which you shouldn't be able to. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So this is CJ. So his name is CJ, stands for Carl Johnson, and he's the main character of this game. And right now he's really skinny because he just came from Liberty City, which is a parody of New York. And as the game progresses, we're not going to see this, but as the game progresses, he puts on weight, he can put on muscle, so he can change his appearance. So by the end of the game, he's not going to be that skinny, most likely, if you're playing the game in a usual way. So, but it can make him really obese, like people. And what happens is when he interacts with people on the streets, sometimes those people will, like if he's overweight, they'll say disparaging things to him. They'll say how fat he is, and he's like, he needs to lose weight and all that stuff. If he's wearing ugly clothes, they'll say disparaging things about his clothing, how ugly it is, and the game is designed to react to him in different ways. So
that's cool.
So here we go. We'll go out here. There we go. So this is just an average city. And we go up here. I'm going to stop this cop here for a second. So.
Oh my God.
Hold on a second. No, let me go to the map. Oh, darn it.
We're already on this cop. We've taken 15 steps in this game.
Yes. So here's the map.
That's wow, that's huge.
It's pretty big. There's CJ. We're standing on that little street right there. And that's where the cop is. That's little CJ is his home, or it's his mother's home, actually. Yeah, it's not really one of. Yeah, you call it a base. Yeah, like they call it a safe house, but yeah, you call it a base. So, so what we have here, this right here is the city of Los Santos. You see how it's like kind of grayed out. It's like you can't really see part of it. That's because we haven't gone there yet. So once we go there, then the map will lighten up and it'll become more like this part of the map. So this is Los Santos, which is a parody of Los Angeles. This is San Fierro, which is a parody of San Francisco.
San Fierro.
And this is Las Venturas, which is a parody of Las Vegas. So and this right here is the desert outside of Las Vegas. This specifically right here is a parody of Area 51. Only in the game they call it Area 69. So and we go down here. I kind of skipped this area right here. This area that's between here. Here's Mount Chiliad, which is the highest point in the whole game. This is like the country area, and this is like some there's different names, but they often refer to as the Badlands. So there's a lot of country, there's like a farm right here, like different rural towns and everything. So basically it comprises of 5 different areas: 3 large cities, a desert, and a big rural area where there's a lot of farmland. So that's basically how it works. So what we're doing is we're going to go into let's see, Las Venturas or San Fierro. Both these areas are locked. So at this point in the game, if we go there, we're going to get a constant 4-star wanted level. And that means, like I said before, the cops are going to be chasing after us all the time. So what would you like to go to? Would you like to go to Las Venturas, or would you like to go to San Fierro? Would you like to go to the desert?
Okay, so in the game, you can you can go anywhere and the story will progress.
Yeah, what happens is as the story progresses, these areas become what they refer to as being unlocked, meaning it just means that you can actually go there and not get a wanted level, essentially.
Okay. Let's go to Las Venturo.
Venturas? Yes.
Venturas. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. So what we have to go there, but we have to have a reason to go there. So when we go there, I'm going to give you a list of items we can go after. We can get, the best thing to do is just grab something and come back and survive with that. The goal is to go over there, grab something and come back and without getting killed. So that technique is referred to as counting coup. I don't know if you know what counting coup is.
No.
Counting coup is something that was done by different Native American people that lived on the plains when they were fighting. So instead of which is why when there was a lot of fighting on the plains between the cavalry and say the Native American people, their fighting techniques were completely different from each other. So counting coup was they would go in, instead of killing their opponents, they would go in there and touch. They would have a coup stick, which is a long stick, just a fancy stick with usually feathers or something on it, and they would touch the enemy, then make it out without getting killed. So as many people, so that's counting coup. So that was their fighting style, was to humiliate their opponent by touching them with a coup stick and getting out without getting killed. So
That and that is probably really effective. It probably was.
of course the cavalry was different. They were just out to outright kill people. So they had
Mhm.
strategy. So it was two different fighting styles, completely different. So it was really, that's, you don't hear this stuff, and it's not really taught in the history books, but that's basically how it was done. So that's the look. I don't get too far into it, but basically like the Lakota people, the Dakota, the Cheyenne, the Arapaho were Southwest. Sorry, but the people, basically the people of the plains, were the ones that did that. So
Okay. Wow.
now what am I gonna say? Okay, so we can go after the minigun. We can go after I'll give you a list, but don't choose yet. The minigun,
Okay.
the combat shotgun, the M4 assault rifle, the the AK-47 assault rifle. I can't say it. The AK-47 assault rifle, the Desert Eagle, which is a very powerful handgun,
Mm-hmm.
rocket launcher, heat-seeking rocket launcher, flamethrower, a Molotov cocktail. There's two other items that are not in Las Venturas, but I'll throw them in there anyway in case you decide to change your mind. There's a camera, or we can also go for the mystery item, which is just it's a girlfriend's vibrator. So
Mm. Oh, see, when you said the camera, you said everything else. Now I'm really interested in the camera.
camera, okay,
Uh,
cameras are only found in San Fierro, so we can't find them.
okay, so we'll get the camera later. I'm a minigun Desert Eagle kind of person.
Okay,
So I'm thinking minigun.
okay, okay.
I'm
So
thinking minigun.
there are three miniguns. I'm going to exclude this one. There's one inside this Area 69. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to get. There's a trick to get in. It's not meant to get access to, but there's a trick to get in, and sometimes it doesn't always work right. So it's going to mess up what we're trying to do. So I'm going to say let's not go for this one.
Yeah, we'll save that for later when we get there.
There's a minigun up here at the top part of the map, and there's another minigun down here at the bottom part of the map, kind of that map anyway. You want to go for the one that's at the top?
Yeah, counting coup. How far do we want to count? Do we just want to go to number 1, or do we want to go to 100?
Oh, well, counting coup is just, well, in this case, we don't have a coup stick. We're just going to go in there and survive, essentially. So we'll just be fighting the cops as we go in there.
We'll start at 1. We'll start with the easy one first, just to.
The one up here or down here, as they're both. I say
Okay.
for me, both pretty easy.
Let's go top. We'll go high.
Okay. Now what method do you want to go in? Do you want to go in with a motorcycle, or do you want to go with an aircraft? And there's other vehicles we can use, but unfortunately, they're too risky to use in the game. The cars would just be shot up too easily, and
Okay.
the game is programmed to respond differently to cars than the bikes and aircraft. So it's better to use one of those two. So
All right. We'll start with a bike. We'll start with a motorcycle.
okay.
Yeah. Motorcycle for the minigun.
And do you want to go? There's two different two different styles of going in. Do you want to go in quick and easy, or do you want to go in fighting with showing no mercy, basically like a bloodbath?
I say let's start off quick and easy, and we'll build up to the bloodshed. We can't just go in. We can't start this off with chaos, because if we go that far right away, what are we going to build up to? You know?
Okay. Now there's what I want to do is there's a bridge right here, and the bridges are all barricaded, but I know how to get past this bridge without any problems. So I'm going to say since we're using the bike, we're going to use this bridge just to make it simple.
Okay.
Normally I'd give you a choice, but since all the bridges are blocked off, it's really hard to get past the other ones. This one I know a secret to get past this one. And there's a jump right here we could try as well to jump it because it's so narrow, but it very rarely works. It only works like if you try it like 20 times, it'll take you like 1 out of every 20 tries to get for you to get across. So
Mm.
it's not really worth the effort. We'll probably just fall into the water if we do it that way. So I'm just gonna say let's use the bridge to get in. When we come back, we can use. Well, we'll discuss how we get back. Once we get the item, then we'll decide how we get back. So there's a couple of ways. So all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down here. In this little building right here, I'm going to get some weapons. Oh, actually, what I'll do is I'll put little markers here. I'm going to get over here first. I'm going to get the bike. So there's the marker for the bike. So we'll go get it. There we go. So, actually, we could use this one. I'm going to get the Oh, hold on. Do you want to use that? That's a good question. Do you want to use the cop's bike or do you want to use the sport bike?
I don't know. Okay, I've been not flashy this entire time. Let's use the cop's bike.
Cop's bike, okay.
Yeah, everything else has been not flashy. We gotta have a little bit of razzle dazzle in there.
Okay, the sports bike is pretty flashy. I mean, it's really fast too. So it's up to you. So
let's do the cop bike. I want to get a star. I want to get at least 1 star.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do. As soon as I get the bike, the cop's gonna come after him. So we'll jump on the bike.
Off the bike.
There we go.
Could you imagine, like, you're just standing in the middle of traffic and a cop just sits there, like, doesn't move? You know what I mean? I mean, this isn't real life, but, like, if anybody walks out in front of my car, even for a second, I'm laying on that horn.
We have to change our marker, by the way, because you didn't want the sport bike, so we have to change our marker just to let you know.
Okay, that's fine.
Just to be safe, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to collect some body armor and some tear gas so that we can, when we go in there, so the tear gas will help us. Like if we get confronted with the cops, we'll be able to fight them off. So because they go, tear gas will slow their progress, basically. So.
Wow.
All right, so here we go. So he's got 1 star. Is that too loud?
No.
Okay. Do you want to get rid of that wanted level, or do you want to keep the wanted level?
We'll keep it. We'll keep it.
Okay. All right. So have you ever seen this area before?
Watch it. No, I have not.
This is like the poor area of Los Santos. So there's a lot of gang members around here. So they're right there. There's a cop right there. And see these little guys over here in the purple? Mm-hmm. Those are the Ballas gang members. They're his enemies. So if we stay too long, they'll start to fight with him. So.
Yeah, because they'll recognize him.
Uh-huh. Okay, so here's where the body armor is located. It's in this little. Let's see when we get in here. Okay, and by the way, his bike skill is really low, so he might fall off the bike. If he does, it's because he has a low bike skill. As the game progresses, it will get higher and higher, but he's right now, if he falls off, it's because it just isn't that high yet. He's very
he doesn't know how to operate it. Okay, that makes sense.
So here's the tear gas. That's tear gas, so we'll get that. We'll have 10 of those. The body armor, is up here. There's the body armor. Okay, if you look at the top right of the screen, you'll see like the white line, that's his body armor, and the red line is his health.
Gotcha.
And we're going to get one more thing just to be safe. There's a shotgun inside there. See the shotgun inside there? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, it's tricky. This is really tricky.
How could you not see it? It's spinning around. It's
there we go. We got
unlike any other shotgun I've ever seen in my life.
All right, so now we got that. So we're gonna do. I'll put this marker up here so we can see it. We're gonna go to this part. There we go. So we're gonna go to that bridge to cross over. Did you want to get any other weapons before we go over there, or do you think that's good enough?
I think that's good.
Okay.
This is a clean in and out type of deal.
Okay. Oh wait, one more thing. Which way do you want to go? So we're looking at the map here. So we can go, there's a road right here. This goes straight through. There's another road over here, and we can go over that way. We can go over here and then back up here. So there's like 3 different ways we can go. Which way did you want?
I think let's go the middle way.
Midway? Okay.
Yeah, yep. Let's go a little bit through the city, but then like straight up.
Okay. Well, this is the downtown area right here. So we'll
go through downtown.
Okay. Here we go. Whoops.
He really does not know how to drive that thing.
And the cops are still chasing. That's the cop trying to get him. So.
Only a cop would honestly think they have a chance chasing a motorcycle on foot.
We should be able to see the buildings very soon. In the background, look, if you look in the background, you'll be able to see them. Oops. There they are. See, they're coming into focus now. You see the
Yep. Yeah.
If you see anything you want to look at, let me know. We can stop real quick. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So here's more.
I would like you to stop at the red lights. Please follow the rules of the road.
No speeding.
No speeding. No cheats. No speeding. Follow all the rules
of
the road.
Cheats. I never use cheats anyway, so that you're good there. So okay, we're about to get on. Just to let you know, we're about to get on this little interchange right here. We're going to go straight up that road. So
okay.
That's right now. This right there, that's the tallest building in this part of the city. So.
Okay.
You said maintain speed, or you want to go super fast?
Let's go fast. We're on the.
There we go.
Yeah, on the interstate and the highways.
Yeah, there we go.
You can pump that baby up to 100 mph. It would be so fun to drive this fast on the road like this.
Oh yeah.
I'm a speed demon.
So I'm going to show you. What I'll do is I'm going to show you how the bridges are blocked off. So now I'll head back. So here's normally we get up here. You can see there's a barrier, so we can't go any further.
Yeah. So, okay.
And if you try to go through it, even though it's like there, you still can't get through it. It's like oops. So it's.
What if the barriers actually did that in real? Like you just like walk into it and then it's like, ugh.
So what we'll do is I told you I know how to get past one of the barriers.
Yeah.
So we'll go over here. Oops, I don't go there. So this is the country area. You can see the little rural towns.
Yeah. Seeing a guy go 90 miles an hour on a police motorcycle, that would be the talk of the town for a few days, probably.
If we're about there, you can see we're almost to that spot. You can see the bridge in the background when we come up.
Yeah.
So. Okay, now the barrier is there. Now this is a little trick I learned. Actually, a couple of tricks actually. One person I learned one, and I got another from another person. I'm going to sneak past the barrier. So.
Wow.
Here we go. Watch. Oops. Hold on. This is kind of tricky.
You're going to grind it.
There we go. There we go. Oops.
Wow.
Fell off. Okay. That's a shame he fell off because now we may have to fight the cops by the way because of that. It's hard to get back on again once he falls off.
We can do it.
He might fall.
There we go. Oh.
You'll see if he might fall into the water. Unfortunately, it's like a 50-50 chance of making this.
Oh.
Almost.
Come on. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, I was afraid of this. Yeah, it's not working.
Well, looks like we're fighting the cops then.
Yep, we're gonna fight the cops. So, yeah, the police bike is hard to make up that second one, unfortunately. So
that makes sense because it has the little sidecar pocket things.
Yeah. So here we go. So now we got 4-star wanted level, and the cops are gonna come after us. So
they're like, "We saw you swimming."
They're gonna be up here in just a second. There they are.
Oh my god!
All right. So here we are. Do you want now? We're gonna have to get another bike. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to we have to fight the cops here so we can get their vehicle, and we're gonna have to go up here to this airport. There's a bike up here that's parked on the airport runway, so I'm gonna put that up
All
there.
right.
So here we go.
Okay, is a helicopter really necessary at this point?
Okay, what now?
Is a helicopter really necessary at this point?
4 stars. Yeah, he's got a 4-star
All
one.
you did was go over a barricade.
Yeah. That's for some reason that warrants the death penalty in here. So, but in case you're wondering, if you saw it, I tossed the tear gas. So the cops were on. So they weren't able. They basically incapacitated them, so to speak, and so now he's able to get away from them. So I'm going to turn that sound down just a little bit. It's a little too loud, I think.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. Okay, there we go. So now we got to battle the cops in this, which shouldn't be too hard.
Bone County.
Bone County.
I was gonna
Yes.
say Bone Country. Bone County. Oil.
So
This is the oil area.
right here, yeah. So do you want to go? I should ask you. Do you want to go? This is Area 69. We can't go through because of the fencing. But do you want to go on this side, or do you want to go on that side, the way we're already going?
We'll go the way we're going.
Okay. Actually, not doing too bad.
Oh, we clipped them. They're willing to kill themselves to kill us.
Oh, yes. Very much so.
What? They were, oh my God. They were, the maneuvers these cops are trying to pull are lethal to themselves.
Very suicidal, yes.
It's very suicidal behavior.
Okay, the bike should be, there it is right there. So you can see it right in front of me.
Yeah.
There we go. Just really quick.
Oh my God. So the bike's easier to get away from them then.
Yeah, let me pause again. Okay, so the bike is better because the game is designed so that their aim is off when they shoot at the bikes. If you have a car, they can lock onto the car for some reason easier than they can with the bikes. So it makes it easier to use the bike than the car. That's why. So.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. Okay, so now we're gonna go over here. So now we're gonna go through Las Venturas. So we're at the desert. So we'll put the marker here for where the minigun is. There you go. So minigun's there. So do you want to go the freeway? Do you want to go through the city area?
Trying to think of which way would confuse the cops more. I'm thinking through the city.
Actually, the cops are about the same either way. So
let's go through the city anyway. I'd like to see the city.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. I'll take this road down here, and I'll work by. We'll get to see all the little casinos and everything as we go along. So.
Yeah, I like that. Have you ever driven through the desert?
Oops. Yes, I have. Oh, okay. We gotta get on here quick before they come.
Oh my God.
We made it. We're good. So when you say the desert, you mean the real desert?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, Barstow, California. I drove out there.
Wow.
So, all right. So this is like the outskirts of Las Venturas, not near the casinos yet. And you can see the casinos in the background getting bigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. You're that guy. Wow.
You get the people to jump. If I honk the horn, they'll jump out of the way and say things. So. Actually, not too many. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Like right as you said that.
Yeah, they come up at the intersections a lot. They do that. That's the program.
Look at that. Where you running to? Oh my god! Oh what? He just drove straight into a building.
Yeah, there's the casinos. You can see some of them. There's one casino right there. During nighttime, it looks pretty cool. It lights up just like the real one, pretty well.
That's nice.
So, this is the old strip right here, the old Vegas, old Ventura strip. Ventura strip.
Yeah, with all those old signs like that. That's so cool.
Oh, they're waiting for us. There they are. There's gonna be two right here. There they are.
Be like, right on cue.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, so we're here.
You're here. Yeah, the minigun is hidden in this little underground parking garage. So,
Okay.
there it is. That's the minigun.
That I thought the minigun would be a little more mini. I was thinking like this big, like
Yeah. So yeah, only 200 rounds. This will fire pretty quickly. Even though
yeah,
he's-
those go fast.
Yeah. So, all right. So now, did you? So we've acquired our objective. Now you have to decide: do you want to fly back, or do you want to take a bike back, or do you want to take a boat back?
Oh, we can get a boat.
Yeah, the boat is easier on the way back, not the way to. It's easy. It's
So, can we put the bike on the boat and then take the bike off the boat and ride the bike around?
yeah,
No.
but not really. Not really. It doesn't really work that well, and unfortunately, it would most likely fall off.
So, what kind of boat are we talking here?
There's a speedboat down here, and there's another boat. I would not recommend the other boat because it's too slow. It would most likely get killed.
All
Yeah.
right, we're doing speedboat.
Okay, so no aircraft, no plane then. You don't want to do the airplane.
No, we'll save that for later.
Okay. Do you want to get anything else while we're here? Do you want to take a tour? We can take a tour of the strip real quick.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, I'll take it. Okay. Oh, let me just put a thing on the map so we can show you where the boat is. The boat
CJ has no bike skills. He's driving into walls,
Let's see, right.
driving into train. What are they called? Not carriages. That's where you sit. Like train, like what is it?
Like trolleys, trams,
Yeah,
like subways.
no. Where they kept where they keep all the inventory when they're like using the trains to move goods. What is that called?
Where we were beginning. Yeah, the like a surplus type of thing.
What is the word I'm trying to think of here?
A storage area. I
The
don't know.
goods.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it was the one down here, the way down there. That thing. Okay.
The box car, like a box car,
Yeah, they're in the yeah. So here we go.
like the box car children.
Okay, the cops are shooting at us. We should be able to get past them now. Shouldn't be too short.
Oh, there's that cop that drove into the wall.
You'll see him several times
His
actually.
car's all beat up.
So if we're lucky, we might be able to see a cop fly off the building. Sometimes they do. Probably not.
Oh
though.
my god.
No, he's not gonna come off. Oh well. There's one other spot where they fly off the building, which is kind of funny. It's right over here. Look up here to the top there. Sometimes they'll see them fly off. There it is. See it?
Yes.
So
These cops are out of control.
So this is the Emerald Isle. This is one of the bigger hotels. I don't know if there's no actual casino in it, so we couldn't go inside it if we want. There's only 3 casinos that work in this game, so that's not one of them. So that's the Emerald Isle. You can see it right there. There's the SWAT team. I guess now the cops are going to come out from the different streets. They're going to come out and try to hit them, like that one right there. There's going to be a lot of those. There's what's that? That's the Visage. Right there. There's the Clown's Pocket over there. Oops. This is Caligula's right here. That's the Caligula's right there. Oops, almost got hit there. So,
Eyes on the road.
there's what's this called?
They
Pirates.
just hit a pedestrian.
This, and they're dead too. We can look at the dead person. So yeah.
Oh my god, they killed a guy trying to get you.
So there's I forget, Pirates in Men's Pants, I think it's what it's called.
Creative.
There we go. There's I forget what that's called all of a sudden. I know what it is, I just get rid of it. The whoops. That was not good. The camel's toe. Camel's toe. So, you can see it lighting up now, so it's getting dark.
That's cool. Does time of day have anything to do with cops being able to see you?
No, they're about the same, mostly. There's the 4 dragons, and that's the Camelot right there.
That's cool.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
No! They're gonna shoot, oh my god, all these poor innocent bystanders. Bike skill went up.
Yep, because he's been driving, so he's gaining more experience. So less chance of falling off the bike now.
It blows my mind how much these cops themselves want to die.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god!
Okay, we get some body armor before we get out of here. Safe. Okay, so here's the boat. Okay, so we're in the boat. So which way? There are a couple ways we can go now. You can see there's a little stream that goes down here. It goes into the country area.
Yeah.
You can go that way, and you can see it comes down here and it comes in. It's a little twisty, windy road way, and it comes back. You come up to the beach area. Or the other way we could go is around the outer edge right here, and it's kind of a straight shot in, kind of.
So where are we trying to go?
We're trying to get
Or
back
we
to
just-
CJ's, the little CJ icon. So we're gonna have to
Okay.
eventually. What we're gonna do is we're eventually going to show up right here. We're gonna go to this spot right here. So we have to get here. So we can either go
I
around
say
this
let's
way?
go the shorter way this time.
straight away. Okay.
Yeah.
So down here like this, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. And I'm gonna go here because you'll see the water comes up and it's like it's not a beach, but it's like the outlet of the river comes out right there. And it's real easy to get back in to the to where he's at. So here we go. So we gotta be careful. See, there's right there. That's a police boat. We got to avoid them because they will shoot the boat. Okay, we gotta be
It's
careful.
not easy to drive a boat either.
There we go. Yeah, those bullets are pretty powerful. They can destroy the boat pretty quickly. So
We got a headshot on you, tough guy.
there's another one.
How many boats do these cops have?
Unlimited. They just keep on coming.
Like, in the real world, cops get a lot of money to spend, but I didn't realize they were spending it on like 800 boats that they'll never use until one day like this.
Okay, I'm going to change something here. I said we were going down there. We can also, if you want, we're going to play it dangerously. It's up to you. There's a couple. We could also go to this beach over here and go over here and then steal a car and then get back over that way, or we can come over here and try to steal a car down here. This is not part of the beach. So do you
I
want to go?
I like the beach. Let's
Beach?
run off the beach. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll go to the beach. And when I say beach, not this right here. We don't want to go here. This is not really part of the beach yet. So I don't think we'll see any more police boats because they usually don't appear here. So.
Las Colinas. Oh, what is that?
Yeah, we're on East Beach now. There's the beach.
Very
Yes.
choppy water.
Yes. And we'll see a lot of people over here on the side of the beach too in a second.
So
There we go.
okay, yeah, you're driving. Yep.
Okay, this
Just throw that boat down.
Okay, this is gonna be really tricky. Okay, put that car over there.
Oh my god.
This works.
The perennial.
Yes. So we're very close. We're gonna go to CJ's house. We don't need the marker anymore, so we're gonna turn the marker off. Okay. Now, do you want me to get rid of the wanted level first before we get back, or do you want me to just head back with the wanted level?
Does going to the base remove the wanted level?
No, it will still be there afterwards.
I say remove the wanted level.
Okay. Do you want me to use the car or get a bike? Want to choose the sport bike now since we didn't use it before?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get the sport bike. Sport bike is over here. So there we go. Okay. Oh shoot, that's not good. They could shoot this car down pretty quickly. That was that SWAT line of SWAT.
They
vehicles.
have it blocked off. They knew you were going there.
There's another one. A whole bunch of them.
Jesus.
Okay, this guy's an aggressive driver. He's gonna try to ram him over. Oh jeez, that's not good. That's not good.
Now you've got oh my god.
The bike is
So
angry.
he's just mad at you and doing that.
Yeah.
That's like me. I've done that to somebody, not on a motorcycle. I'm a angry driver.
Oh yeah.
I would like this game.
Okay, we're not gonna make this, are we? I don't think we're gonna make this.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Wasted.
Yeah, he's gonna waste. Yeah, he died.
Ugh.
Sorry.
After all that, falling
Yeah.
3 stories is what got him.
Yes. So sorry.
That's so funny.
You want to see what happens when he gets wasted?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. There he's at the hospital and he's just back to normal again. So like nothing happened.
We're back. Cool.
So we'll go and end it right there. So and we could try it again some other time if we'd like. So
Yeah, that's a good place to pick up from.
well, we won't save here. It won't save here. It will. We can only save it if we go inside the house. And if we do that, we have to play the mission, so it's going to take too long. It'll take way too long.
Okay.
So we'll come out here and we can see where. So this is the.
Well, that hospital stay cost us.
It cost he had $350, so whatever that is, if you subtract $271 from $350, that's how much. It's basically how much.
Like $70, $80.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. So,
He's got good insurance.
so there we go. So this is another bad neighborhood. That's the ball is right there, and they're purple. So.
Back off, Moikito.
Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and end it right here.
Yeah, I really like French fries.
Yep. So that's
Yeah, I really like French fries.
and the people will talk to him too. Actually, let's see if one of these will talk to him.
You smell like you're from England.
Yeah, me? Look at you, pathetic bitch.
That's him responding to him.
I
By the
smell
way.
you from England? What does that mean?
doesn't
Stinky?
mean-
What does
it
that
doesn't-
mean?
It doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. There's a lot of weird things in this game.
Bro got nothing.
This is the game that basically insults everybody. So there's a lot of politically incorrect things in this game and satire. So don't take it. They're there. So
Fool,
this
you
is
go home in a pile.
okay. So they don't like him. So
They just start.
Get that evil crap out the way,
so
man.
anyway, he's gonna get killed again. So we'll go and end it right there. So did you like that?
I loved it.
Okay, cool. All right, so there you go. Bring this up here. All right, so that was the first time you ever seen San Andreas. Is that right?
Yes. That's my I mean, I feel like every single person knows what it is and what it looks like. Definitely looks like mid 2000s game, you know, as far as the like graphics and stuff, but everything I thought it would be and everything I hoped for.
Okay. Well, we can try that, and maybe we could try another game too, like Vice City too, if you want to try that sometime as well. So
Yeah. We'll have to get you on the newest one. I
Oh,
saw people playing the online version and they were operating a Chick-fil-A in the game. They were all working together to operate a Chick-fil-A.
I have tried the new one. It's not challenging enough. I'm sorry. It's too
Oh,
boring.
really?
Yeah, it's just too boring. And the microtransactions are killing it as well. So I don't like the microtransactions.
Oh, what is you mean you have to pay like real world money?
Yeah, they want you to pay money to buy the things. So I don't.
Oh,
I do. I
no, I
do
don't
play.
blame you there.
I did play Red Dead Redemption 2 a lot, which is the Western game, which is
Mm-hmm.
it's based in the same universe. But it takes place in the Old West. It's like a Old West version of Grand Theft Auto. So no cars. Well, there are some cars, but
It
not very
takes
many.
place in the same universe?
Yeah, yeah. So you
That's
can see,
interesting. I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. It's because if you in Grand Theft Auto 5, you can see some of the people like historically they'll show pictures of them in Grand Theft Auto 5. So supposedly they take place in the same universe.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. So we could try that one time too. I'm not sure how that would work because that's a really that's a really computer. It really takes up a lot of system resources. I don't know if we could do that on this computer. We might be able to do it, and I'd have to set the streaming up a little differently in order to do that though. So
Yeah.
but it's a fun game. It's really detailed, extremely detailed, or more so than this game. I mean, it's unbelievable how much detail they put into that game.
That's cool.
So, all right. So let's see. We can take a look at our TV show this week. So you had never seen this episode before. Is that right?
No. I like the Twilight Zone. But I'd never seen this particular episode. And when you mentioned it, I was really excited because I've heard of it, but I'd never seen it.
Okay. So what did you hear about it? It's just a good episode, I think, or what? I won't put words in your mouth. Why don't you describe what you heard, I guess?
So the episode is a game of pool. And I thought the episode was he was playing pool with God. But he's not playing pool with God. The main person in our story.
Yeah, let me bring it up. So our main character, there's only two people in this story. Excuse me. They're played by Jack Klugman and Jonathan Winters. So here's Jack Klugman, and I don't know which. I guess he would be the main character, and then Jonathan Winters plays the supporting character in this one. I guess you could say, or they're both main characters, I guess. The one thing that raises the question I raised when I first saw this was, does Jack Klugman, does he ever look young? I mean, he must, this is 1961. He looks old here. He looks just as old as he does now. I mean, did he ever look young? Not to be insulting.
No, I've never seen him before.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay. You don't know
No,
who he is?
no.
Did you ever see The Odd Couple from the 1970s?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. He's real famous for that show. It's the Odd Couple, him and I forget the other person. Oh, Tony Randall were the two that were in that. But he looks just like this. And that came out like that ran from like the early 70s to like the late 70s. And it's like he just looks, I'm like looking at him like, my goodness. I was like, he looks just like he did that. This was 1961. It's like he just looks the same, you know.
That's like Steve Martin.
He looks like, does he? Do you think it looks like Steve Martin? Okay, I didn't think of that.
No, I mean like your one age forever.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. And but Jack Klugman in that show, that's what, like I said, that's what he's best known for, is that show, is The Odd Couple. And it's so cool to see him in this one too. And then Jonathan Winters, and he comes in on board. Let me bring Jonathan Winters. Oh, here he is. Game of Pool. That's what I was looking for before. Oh, technically, you could also say Rod Serling is in this as well. Of course, he's narrating it. So, but anyway, Jonathan Winters. I got to say, do you know? I'm not trying to be insulting. Do you know who Jonathan Winters is?
It's not insulting. No, I don't. But no, that does not insult me.
Okay. Okay. Because he's a well-known actor, so that's why I'm asking. So
yeah,
I've seen him in a lot of things, and in this performance, he usually plays more of a comedic role, very more funny, more comical. And this one, he plays this very straight character very well. I was really impressed with his performance on this. especially if you've seen him in all the other things he's done. It's like he's usually very zany, very over the top, very very corny kind of characters. And this one is like straight laced, very authoritative, very he did the character really well. I was really impressed with this, considering what I've seen him before. I'm really impressed with what kind of an actor he is. So, so basically we have two big stars. Well, Jonathan Winters, they're probably about the same, I guess, about the same. I want to, and the basic. Oh, I interrupted you. What were you going to say? Were you before we said that you were going to talk about your experience with the show?
Oh, no, that's really all I knew about it. And after watching it, I was wrong.
Oh, okay. So, I had seen this episode a long time ago, and I remembered it being really good. The funny part is I couldn't remember what the plot was or what the main theme of the story was about. So, and when I saw it again, I was like, oh yeah, it came back to me after a while. So, basically, hold on, let me bring up. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a deleted scene, and I'm looking at this right here. Sorry. There's a deleted scene. I didn't see the deleted scene. So what we saw was, I don't know what that was. We got Jack Klugman playing Jesse, and Jonathan Winters playing James Fats Brown. Fats Brown is what his character was. And basically what's going on is Jesse in the story, he wants to be the best. And his whole, basically he's focused his whole life, everything on trying to be the best. And to me, the story doesn't necessarily have to be about pool. It could be anything. The whole idea about being the best at anything, striving to be the best and being recognized. And even Jonathan Winters kind of they talk about that a little bit, as the story progresses, but it could have been anything. It didn't have to be pool. It just happened to be pool in this case. It could have been about a career, could have been a job, could have been something else in life that's really important. But in this case, they just decided to make it about pool. And he wanted everyone to recognize him as being the best. He wanted to show everyone he was the best at what this was about. And as the story progresses, he gets a chance to meet Fats, who was actually already dead, but Fats comes back. They don't say where he's coming from. You just see him in the clouds, assuming it's some sort of afterlife, whatever you want to refer to it as. So this is Fats playing pool, and Fats is basically stuck playing pool in wherever this afterlife is taking place. So, because Jesse wants to play him at pool, he now comes down and he's going to basically give him his wish and have him face off. And he gets to meet Fats and actually play pool with him.
He's like summoned.
Yeah. In fact, there was a woman there was a woman actually on a loudspeaker or something, or an intercom that was calling him. I can't remember what she said exactly. So, so he comes out, they talk back and forth about they banter back and forth about how what does Jonathan Frakes say? Jonathan Winters, he says something to the effect that there's a lot of, when you have during life, there are things. How's he phrase that? You need to take advantage of the situation. Don't let something's. I'm not saying it right. Because he's
like, live life, go outside, spend time with family. Like when you get consumed by something, it's not healthy. It's not good. It's never a good thing.
Right. But that was going to lead up to that. But he said something else. He said, when you see a situation, you go, I'm not saying it right. It's a certain way of saying it. You see something that's there and you take advantage of that situation to advance yourself, and I can't remember, there's a way of saying it. I'm not saying it exactly the right way, but basically if you see an opportunity, you go for it. And I can't remember exactly how he said it. I'm sure I'm not going to find it right away because he only said it at one point. He didn't repeat it. But basically, he talks about the fact that you need to take it when there's something in life that you see. Don't hesitate. Don't fall back. Don't be a coward, so to speak. But basically, take what's the expression, a phrase? Carpe diem. Seize the day. That's what I'm thinking. Seize the moment. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what phrase I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what he didn't say it in the show, but that's basically it. And I don't remember the exact wording of how he said it. I'm sorry, but basically that's what he's saying. He was talking about you have to seize the moment and take the place. and he's emphasizing what Jesse basically is trying to do. Jesse wants to he's trying to seize the moment, but at the same time he's afraid to actually play him for a moment there because he may not actually beat him, so he may not actually become the best player there is. So then he gets into the thing that you were talking about, how he says, if you do this, you're going to be a let's see. Oh, we're going to you know, sorry, I just got caught up here. He's going to be he's not going to see life. He's not going to live life. He's not going to experience anything else. So, how would you describe that exactly?
Like there's a price for being the best at something.
Right.
Like there is kind of like, I need to warn you, like there's a consequence here. Not only are you playing for like life or death, meaning like, and then later you find out the meaning is life or death. He probably wasn't going to die, but he has to, when he dies, he has to spend the rest of his life being this, taking on the role of Fats, which is every time somebody wants to play the best, he gets the call.
Right. Yeah. So basically the plot, I mean, we can summarize it pretty quickly. He wants to beat Fats, but he's basically essentially not living life. He's focusing so much on that he's not living life and doing anything else. He's not slowing down to take a look at everything else around it, around life. He says like he's not dating any women. He's basically just focusing so much on this, not going to the movies, not doing anything else. He just focuses on pool to make sure he's the best at what he is at it. And Fats tells him you need to slow down and take a look at what's going on around you, and otherwise you may not. And essentially he's warning him that, without saying it directly, you might not like what you're doing there. It will lead to something that you don't like. So eventually they play the game of pool. I don't know which the game they play, but as they play the game, he becomes more. They're both pretty good at it. They both are basically at a tie close to the end. They're very close in their score, and he gets a shot that's real easy, so he wins. So he becomes the best pool player there is. So he takes over Fats's position, and because of that, he is now the best pool player. But now he has to pay the price because of that. He is now going to be the one that takes Fats's place when he dies, and that's what they show when he dies. He is now taking place of Fats in the afterlife. So Fats has gone on to go fishing or something. I think he said something. I can't remember what he said exactly.
Yeah, it was fishing.
Yeah, and so now Fats is going to live his life. Now because he dedicated his life to this. Now he's stuck with this for the rest of his life. So,
for his afterlife too.
Right. And I guess the lesson that is being said, if you could say it's a lesson, is basically you need to have a balance. You should not be focused so much on one thing, otherwise your life will just be too much on that one thing, and you'll lose perspective on everything else in life, and you won't have a personal life. I'm not phrasing it exactly as eloquently as I should, but it's basically.
No, I think you said it very well.
Basically there's other things in life aside from just one thing, and if you focus too much on one thing, you may regret it later on in life, like he is, and that's the thing. So he's now stuck being the best, but because of that he's going to have to do that for the rest of his life. So, and I can actually relate to that. So I think the lesson that's being taught there is very valuable. You focus too much on one thing and you let it dominate your life, and then what happens is you don't have anything else in your life to show. But you realize, hey, I should have done other things all along, and it can be very regretful for someone, especially in that position.
Yeah, and also when you achieve that thing, you go all the way to the top. I mean, what is left? What now is usually the question people ask, and is it everything you thought it would be? Most times, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that the fun part is the climb. for, certain things, I'm sure. But when you get to the end, what does it really mean? What did you actually do? Was it worth it? Because it all comes at a cost. Like in his case, he didn't have a love life, he didn't have a family, he didn't have any friends. It seemed like his bar was empty, so or his pool hall was empty.
Well,
Nobody wants to play with him.
well, I assume the pool hall's empty because it was closed. I
It was
think
like
'cause
after hours.
yeah, because he did say that he had asked the owner if he could, if he could stay after hours. He made arrangements with the owner. So
Oh, okay.
so I think that was just it was just closed. That's all. So
Okay.
I think they purposely did it like that so that they would have just the interaction with the two of them and no one else would be interfering. That's probably why.
Yeah. That's nice though.
Yeah. So overall, I'll make it really short. I don't want to go too long on this. So as far as the overall storyline itself, would you agree with that? What I was saying essentially, as far as
Oh, completely. My question for you was the end shot right around here.
right here.
That's basic. Okay, so the score is they're playing to 300. That's the game.
Mhm.
And it was 297 to 299. Fats losing. And the setup here is that Fats sets the other guy up perfectly. Like, he sets him up with probably the easiest shot in the entire game ever. Do you think he intentionally set the other guy up and basically throwing it to him so he could take over the spot as the leader or as the number one pool player? Or do you think he just just really had a bad shot and lost?
That's a good question.
What do you
It
think?
could go either way, actually. So
What
it
did
could
you
be.
think watching it? You didn't think it as like a
I didn't
setup?
think of it. I didn't think of it until you just said it right now, to be honest.
I
But
think Fats. I think what he did was at first because Fats was trying to mess up the other guy. I keep forgetting his name, but
Jesse.
what was his name?
Jesse.
Okay, so Jesse is being distracted. Fats is like tapping the table, dropping his pool stick and stuff like that. And he says, "Oh, it's just gamesmanship. It's just a little game plan." I think in that moment he was trying to protect Jesse or like make an excuse of like, "Oh, well, you lost. You can blame it on me." But at the end, Jesse's like, "Why are you sweating so bad?" And then Fats said something like, I'm obligated to tell you this, that, there's a price to this. Or like it's not just there's more to it than just you get to say you're the best. Like I'm obligated to, I'm required to say that. And then sets up Jesse with the cleanest shot ever. And Jesse obviously takes it. I think he set up Jesse so Fats set Jesse up so Fats could go fishing.
And that's a good point. Like I said, I didn't think of that until you said that, which also leads to the idea that maybe that still makes him the better pool player then.
I think so too.
Interesting. Okay. That's actually pretty good. You could also argue that maybe it was unintentional as well. So it could go either way. So,
Yeah, right. You definitely could just see it as like how it happened is how it happened.
So, all right. I will say this. I was getting off topic a little bit. My dad, when I was younger, after he got separated, divorced from my mother, he wanted to hang around with me a lot more. So he would invite me to go play pool. And I say the pool places did look like this. So
Nice. That'd be
The,
fun. That'd be a fun environment.
we went to lots of different. He said he did it so he could meet women. So
Did he really pick up that many women at the pool hall?
well, he was part of a pool club, like a group of people that would get together. So there would be women in the group that he was with. So you get to meet them
Oh, okay.
and talk to them that way. So
I figured it would be just a boys' club.
No, there was. He said it was a pretty. There was a. I don't know if it was an equal balance, but there were definitely women in there.
A healthy mix.
I don't know if it was that much, but it was definitely women in there for sure. So he didn't give me this.
Okay, so one. You're telling me one? No, I'm just kidding.
The thing is the woman he eventually married was not met by playing pool. So after he got married to her, he stopped playing pool. So I don't know.
She took him away from the thing he loved.
Yes. Alrighty. So what would you give this episode?
I would give this episode. I'd give it like okay. I think Twilight Zone is like automatically a very high tier entertainment. I do. I think it's there's quality in the simplicity of it. And watching this, like my favorite thing is like stage performance. Like my life dream has always been to be like not a movie actor, like not a movie actress, like a stage actress. So I could see like how this is like performed in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like in that way, more than like, oh, it's a TV show, it's a movie. So I would rate this like an 8. I think it's really good. I think it's solid. And I think there's some outstanding Twilight Zone episodes. There are just some legendary episodes. I think this is a really good one, but it doesn't compare to certain ones that are very way more sci-fi, way more involved. But I think the story here, and that's what most of the Twilight Zone is at its core, is what are they trying to say? And I think this is a really good one for that reason.
Okay. I would give it higher. I'd probably give it like a 9.3.
9.3. Okay. Yeah. Or maybe I'll bump it up to like an 8.3.
Okay. I just like probably because I'm not going to give details, but I can relate to the overall moral or lesson that's being taught here.
Yeah, and that's so cool too, is that like we pulled different things from it, just watching it. So it really is like an individual experience, like with the Twilight Zone, I think. And, even other episodes too has that effect. So that's really neat that like we saw the same thing, but we watched it a little differently and we kind of respond to it differently. So that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and I since based on your experience or based on your liking of the Twilight Zone, I assume you would probably recommend all the episodes. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If you're someone and you don't like the Twilight Zone, well, keep watching this channel. But you're just an alien to me because I don't understand people who don't like this.
Oh,
how do you not like this? Keep watching the channel. Keep watching TNZ, of course. But like, also let us know who you are and like, what can we do to bring you on the Twilight Zone bandwagon? Because there's so many and it's so good.
There's also, and I don't know if you would want to recommend these, but there's also Twilight Zone, the movie that came out around 1980. I can't remember the exact year.
Never seen it, heard of it.
And that's the one where 3 people died, including Vic Morrow. So
while filming?
Yes, while filming. A helicopter came on, crushed him. The helicopter came down the rotorblade, cut his head off, and the 2 children. The 2 children, you don't know about that? Oh
no.
And the 2 children he's carrying both got flattened by the helicopter when it crushed.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's a major controversy. John Landis, the director, was responsible, and he was brought up on charges and ultimately found not guilty. And so John Landis has a big black mark on him. So he's held for the rest of his life because of that.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, and I was also going to talk about. There's also the newer incarnations. There was a Twilight Zone that came out during the 1980s, and another one that came out after that. I think I don't remember. I didn't.
Yeah, it's just hard to compare that to just like pure gold.
And how about Rod Serling?
Oh, what about him?
Yeah.
Amazing.
One of the
Awesome.
there are 3 science fiction movies that I like, that I think are the best, and the one that I liked the best was the screenplay was originally written by him, but it was modified by someone else. But he wrote the original screenplay for the 1968 movie The Planet of the Apes, and it's
He
that
did?
yeah. But like I said, it was modified though after he wrote it. So someone else, he wrote the original script and then someone else rewrote it again. So he had a major contributing factor in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
neat.
yeah, and so that movie is that not because he wrote it, but it is in general. That's what that, like I said, one of my 3 favorite science fiction movies of all time. So
Yeah. Well, cool.
did you ever see that one?
A really long time ago.
Oh, you have seen it. Okay, all right. So
But
alrighty. So anyway, anything else before we wrap this up, or
no, thank you always to our viewers and commenters.
did you want to
We
check the question, or did you want to go before we
Sure,
go?
yeah, let's give that a give it a
Okay.
look.
All right. We got here. Oh goodness, 122. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Do you consider NASCAR and Formula One to be sports? Yes, 80% overwhelmingly. 11% with no, and 9% with kind of. So,
Nice.
interesting. No comments yet. Oh, let me double check. Sometimes they sneak in there. Nope, no comments. So, all right, cool. Well, thanks everybody. And if you'd like to support us, we have the affiliate link for NordVPN in the description below. So if you'd like to buy that, that would help support what we're doing, and we really appreciate that. Anything else? I guess we'll wrap everything up.
That's all I got.
Okay, give me 1 second here. I lost my. Okay, there we go. There you are. I lost where you were for a second there. Sorry. Okay. All right. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.